Welcome to everyone. Facebook, YouTube, wherever you find us. It's good to have you with us this Thursday. Or whenever you're watching this, I don't know. We're going to wait another minute for those joining us on Zoom to log on, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, you know what to do. You can start closing your eyes. Placing awareness on the breath. And start working on releasing and relaxing into the moment. Every breath to let go a little more. To surrender a little more. And we'll start inviting energies of wholeness, peace, harmony into this sacred space we share together. And after the chant, we let the body again find and settle in the natural rhythm of the breath. Breathing in when and as it needs to. Breathing out when and as it needs to. Making sure that our belly is soft, our face is soothed, relaxed. I'm going to invite you today into somewhat of a take on Rabbi Abraham Abulafia's meditation. He used the tetragrammaton, the 4 letters of the unpronounceable name of the One, as a meditation practice. Actually, he used it as a chanting practice, but we're not going to do chanting. But we're going to do breathing. We're going to do breathing invoking Yud He Vav He, sometimes written in English letters YH V as Victor H YHVH. So if you know Hebrew, you're welcome to picture the Hebrew letters in your mind's eye. If you don't, then you can simply picture YHVH. I'm going to invite you, as you observe the body breathing, as you observe the body breathing in, to call out, to call up the first letter, the Y, in English the Yud. Now the Yud is like a little apostrophe, and I often picture it as I inhale as the letter coming from heaven, making contact with the top of my skull. And as it does, the divine energy begins to radiate downward and fill my entire being. And actually it works with the Y, because the Y looks like a shape that would open itself to receiving divine energy and then funnel through the bottom of the letter to touch the top of our skull and flood our being with divine energy, divine presence. So as you inhale, just perhaps you can, if you are okay doing that, visualize the touch of the divine finger as a Yud or as a Y on top of your skull and radiating through your entire being. And then the He, or the H, both H and He are exhaling sounds, like the H of here, home. The He is also the same. So I invite you in your exhale to imagine you breathing these energies out around you in the space you are inhabiting now, to transform this space around you into sacred space as you breathe out the divine presence, to fill it as you would a balloon. And then as you inhale, to imagine now all those energies that have been filling your body, rising from the bottom of your spine through your spine, almost as Kundalini energies rising up your spine, to touch also the top of your skull, but from within. To feel those energies rising. And you can use the shape of the V as well, from the bottom of the spine as a very narrow V, perhaps, to rise up all the way to the top of your skull. That's the next time you inhale. And as you exhale again, to imagine those energies being released back into heaven from the top of your skull all the way to the uppermost parts of spirit, however we imagine that to be. And as you inhale again after that, to feel those energies being brought back down and filling your body again. So we inhale the divine energies, we exhale those energies into the space around us. Then we gather them at the bottom of the spine. We inhale up the spine, straight up the spine to the edge of the top of the skull. And as we exhale, we release those back into the universe. And if that kind of visualization actually doesn't help you, then just breathe in and out with the 4 letters. And that's enough. Now here's the caveat. You have to follow the body's breath. Do not impose any kind of rhythm because of the letters onto your breath. It is really only when you notice the body breathing in that you evoke the Y or the Yud. And when the body is done breathing in and is about to breathe out, and you notice the body breathing out, then you invoke the He or the H. And when you notice the body ready and then inhaling again, that's when you evoke the V or the Vav. The Vav, which is a stick figure, it's just a straight line up the spine. And when you notice the body ready to breathe out again, then you invoke the He or the H again. But you have to follow the natural rhythm of your breath. Not coerce it in any ways. Not solidify it. Not manipulate it. Let the breath guide you. You are observing the breath, and on top of that you are adding the 4 letters. Almost like an afterthought, but without the thoughts. And since you are evoking the name of God, this requires extra atmada, extra persistence, extra focus. To not, in our tradition, say we cannot invoke the name of God in vain. And so pay even more careful attention. Don't lose track. Stay precise. Stay focused. Follow the breath. No controlling, no imposing, following. Notice if you are trying to control, trying to impose a rhythm. This is practice, so release it. That's the challenge. Follow the natural flow of the breath. Stay focused. Hatmada, persistence, steadfastness. And we gently let go of our practice. Gently take a couple of deeper breaths and stretch if we feel the need to. Stretch the body. I noticed in my own practice that it is easier to release the urge of control, of controlling the breath pattern, if one is completely, deeply relaxed. I don't know what you discovered, but all of these meditations can yield interesting insights into our being. Whatever you received, whatever your insights were, or maybe they were none, we hold them and we let them go. They were or were not exactly what they were or were not. And we'll close our time together with a threefold shalom chant, dedicating our practice to all beings. That all beings might find true harmony, peace, and wholeness. Danny, thank you.
Thank you.
Danny, see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Donnie, see you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
See you tonight.
Thank you, Rabbi Olivier.
Thank you, Rabbi. Great meditation.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thanks, Linda. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later.